Hello, everyone. My name is Michael Tigos. I'm content editor for Smartkarma, and it's my pleasure today to introduce Mr. Kelvin Koh. Mr. Koh is co-founder and CEO of SISB Public Company. Since starting its first school in 2001 in Thailand, SISB has started and operates 4 campuses of Singapore International School of Bangkok and is the co-owner of another campus in Chiang Mai. The schools provide education from kindergarten to grade 12 using Singapore and UK curricula. And starting in August 2020, the International Baccalaureate Diploma Program. Under Kelvin's leadership, SISB successfully listed on the Stock Exchange of Thailand.
I'd like to introduce myself. We are in SISB Public Company Limited. What we are doing is that we are a company that runs K-12 school in Thailand. Currently, the structure is that we have 5 campuses in our umbrella. That is in 4 campuses actually situated in Bangkok. Another one is in Chiang Mai. So you can see that currently, the structures is that we have been, like as mentioned by Michael, we have been the first company in education that listed in Thailand Stock Exchange. Currently, we have the biggest flagship campus. Actually, the company we have been established in 2001. Currently, we have been into 18 years of our academic year. So we have been currently total students number is about more than 2,600, running across a few curriculum. Later, I'll show you. Okay, we are incorporated in 2001. We are first schools that using a Singapore curriculum in Thailand. Currently, we have been operated 5 campuses, K-12, 2,600 students, and we have generated revenue of more than 1.1 billion in year of 2019. We listed in November 2018, and we have been moved to the SET main board in April 19, and we have been index member of FTSE and also the index member of small cap SET index. Our vision is to be the leading educational provider, making quality education accessible to all. One thing is interesting about our vision is that we want to make, our vision is that we want to provide education to, across, the Thailand or beyond Thailand, that's why we are moving our direction to bring education to people. That's one part of it. The other thing is that easy to get accessible is our pricing. We want to make it a reasonable pricing in terms of the education, because international education can be very expensive. We try to make it more reasonable with the, to suitable for the Thailand market. Okay, our mission is to educate, enhance, empower diverse learner community to be contributing global citizen. So I think this is one thing very important. We want to have international school. No doubt we have 85% to 87% of cohort is Thai, but we still have other nationality, across about 20 nationalities, in the community. So we want to make also diverse learner community, whether you're a slow learner or you're a fast learner, we make sure that we educate and enhance and contribute to make sure that student here can be a contributing global citizen. Why international school in Thailand is so popular? Currently, across Thailand is we have about 207, international school. And why there's a boom in the international school market? I think partially is we have to look back at the educational system in Thailand. So why we look at PISA? PISA is an international benchmarking, on the 15 years old, with, to use their science, reading, and math knowledge and skill to meet real life challenges. So in terms of this participants, there are 79 countries, more than 600,000 have taken the test in 2018. So you can look at the right, of the table. Thailand is ranked actually number 60, on the right-hand side, on the number 60. You can see the top is, currently is China, Singapore, Estonia, Japan, and South Korea. So this is why I think that shows that Thailand, the parents need alternative education system rather than their own Thai educational system. So they give a space for international school market, to be established, because we have always in international school, we benchmark with international accreditation body, in terms of, the exam center like Cambridge Exam Board, IB Exam Board, etc., or Singapore Exam Board. So this is something is the reference. So this is some part of the market, why international school in Thailand is growing. Look at this, total number of students in Thailand in 2019, we have 8.7 million, close to 8.7 million. Actually, only 1% of the students are study in the international school. Okay, they have the public school is 6.4, and you come to the private school, that is the private school runs the Thai system as well as the bilingual system, that consists of about 25% of 2.15 million people, students. So this is some of the K-12 demographic of the student in Thailand. Okay, look at the number of students in international school. You can see in 2011, you have 33,000 students. End of the 2019, you actually grow to 87,343. On year, you get about almost 13%, growth of the international student. And also you can see the foreigner on the right-hand side, the number of foreigners working in Thailand also have been gradually increased, from 99,000 in 2011 up to 169,000, people from foreigners are working in Thailand. Okay, you look at likewise the international school in Thailand, is from 133, it grew to today about 207, You can see the demand, is still very strong in Thailand. The other tables, the other chart show you the high net worth. I think, as you know, international school, the school fee is, is compared to public school is very expensive. But in terms of the high net worth in Thailand, it have been also increased year by year on about 11.5%. Okay, let's see our educational pathway. Of course, the K-12 mainly is still very traditional, developing the kid in orientation stage, foundation stage, and going to the secondary, more formal education, into the secondary and the sixth form school. Look at we are really a hybrid school. We take in a few best curriculum in the world, to build it on. Our preschool, we are using the UK early year foundation stage curriculum. And second, we are using the Singapore curriculum in the primary year. And secondary, we have a mixture of Singapore curriculum in grade 7 and grade 8. And we have the IGCSE level, that means the Cambridge, the UK system in grade 9 and grade 10. Sixth form, we have the AS and A level, that is the high school level. And also this year, we will be adding in a IB diploma program in our system, So this is an overall picture of SISB education pathway. So we are a fully K-12 school. Okay, we are accreditation. We have the Thai quality assurance and also the IZ International School. We are CIS, an international accredited school. We also work with year course, Singapore Exam Board, Cambridge Exam Board, IB World, IB World School, other test center like Chinese proficiency test, HSK, YCT. We also a test center for SET, and also we also do at Edinburgh International Award Center. Okay, currently our fee, come to talk about. Just now we want to make it accessible, to the community or to the Thai community. We can see that on the dotted line we have 336, 352, 378, and 417. This is average pricing that we are charging a student, average per year. Like for our 2019, we have an average of 443,000 baht, to per student per year. So this, in terms of international education, I can say, we have actually quite a big range. We have schools average about 300,000 to, over about 800,000. So we consider in a very reasonable pricing. We are in the mid-tier, but we are providing, I would say, one of the comprehensive, programs and also facilities to our students. You can see our total number in 2020 Q1, we have 2,639. Okay, so you can see about the demographic a bit. On our Thai student, we have 83%. Foreign student, we have about 17%. So we are mainly cater a lot to the Thai community and Thai student. You can look at the map. We have 4 campuses actually situated, in the quite, we consider a high density level to mid density level. So we are our objective, we're trying to bring education to people, to accessible to all. So we try to bring our school nearer to the community. You can see we are not in the heart of the city, but we are in the outskirts where the community that they are living in. So our student-teacher ratio, we are between about 7.36 to 1 teachers. Okay, so this is generally our NK, the distribution, the preschool part, we have 1,000 students, for primary school, we have 1,241. For the 6th secondary school plus the 6th form, we have a 315 student at this moment. Okay, we have our cohorts, our students have actually last year, class of this year, graduating, they have actually have offers from all over the world, from universities, in like Canada, US, UK, and Thailand, even Hong Kong, Singapore. So this some of our and also the faculties they have been entering is medical, engineering, dentistry, medicine, science, business, art, and design. So this is quite a new established secondary. We have quite a good track record, into the, our cohorts have been done well, and able to get into some of the very reputable university. Okay, so these are the cohorts between 2015 to 2019. Earlier on, we have talked about the cohort of 2020. The X cohort, we have people, more like you say, we have students in University of Cambridge, King's College, Imperial College. That is more on the overseas. And we also have the Thailand University like Chulalongkorn, Mahidol, and etc. We also have a student leaving us in the secondary level to go to UK for their 6th form. So those are the students that some of them are getting the scholarship, able to go to the overseas post-secondary institution. Okay, so this is some of the conclusion. We're going to share with you is that we are the first schools running the Singapore curriculum. In the primary school level, we have 83% of local demand and 19 years of experience student and capacity of 4,000.
Kelvin?
Yes.
I think since it's almost time, I think maybe we can take one or two questions.
Sure.
And you know, the technical difficulties can't be helped, but thank you for that very detailed presentation.
Okay.
So one question is regarding the company's net margin and profit growth rate. I wonder if you could comment on that at all.
Okay, I think the profit net margin and profit growth rate, you know, I think it's actually education is a long haul business and very capital I think intensive. You know, to talk about net margin, I think we okay, hold on. I think our net margin is about 20% at this moment for the whole group. And our profit growth rate year-on-year growth is about 5%.
I see. One other thing I wanted to ask is, you have been very, very descriptive in your presentations, but I wonder what has been the impact of COVID-19 on the school and the teaching? How have you sort of adapted?
Okay, I think in the beginning, you know, I think I would say that, you know, we are quite worried about the COVID-19 and how we going to impact the teaching and learning. But I think for SISB, you know, we have been always about 3-4 years, we have already been established the Google platform. So we have been, our schools have been our teachers have been always using the Google Meet, you know, Google, you know, platform, you know, Google sharing, you know, ShareFile, Google Classroom have been already in place. And this is a good time that we bring this out technology into a test, you know, a real test to the whole K-12. Of course, we have challenges, you know, in beginning, you know, because some of the students are not very familiar, some of our teachers, you know, but luckily, you know, we have this technology already in place in the school, and we have been, all our teachers have actually, you know, have been trained under the Google, you know, platform. So we will say that, you know, initially we do have challenges, you know, but I think I have to break down a little bit on the 3 level. We see that we have implementing quite smoothly in the, of course, in the 6th form school. That means age 13 to 18. I think they are more independent learner. They can get into the computer and get into the lesson, you know. But we do realize that for kids age between 2 to 6, that is a huge challenge. You know, I think the parents have to be with them, you know, the short attention span, you know, and as well as the, you know, some of them, they have siblings, they might not have enough computers, you know. So those are the things, adjustment. You know, I think they are the impact of those, you know, it's over time, over the weeks, you know, parents have understand, you know, the technology, have to understand, you know, they have to spend more time with the kid, you know. So I think it's
that is definitely a challenge. Thank you very much, Kelvin. This is all the time we have, unfortunately.
Okay.
Despite the technical difficulties, it was a very interesting presentation. Thank you again for being with us.
Okay, thank you, Michael. Bye.